So this is part 2 of our study sheet. I did want to look at one thing at the end of this over here. And the one question I wanted to ask, so this is the coefficient, right? So what is the constant, right? So 9 would be the constant. No x or no y with it, that would be the constant. So 10 is the coefficient, 9 is the constant. Okay, let's go to number 12. So on number 12, we're going to solve for 6y, solve for y. So we want to follow our steps, right? There's no parentheses. There are no like terms to be combined, and there's no, the variables are all just right there. But what we do need to do is move the constant right here over to the other side, right? So we're going to add the 29 like this, right? And we add that so it'll cancel out because we got to get this guy all by himself. So we bring down the 6y and we do equals, and that's going to be negative 6, right? Because negative 35 plus 29 is negative 6. So now we divide last. We're going to divide by the coefficient right there. That cancels out. So y equals negative 1. If you're not sure what to do, just go negative 6 divided by 6 is negative 1. Okay, so on number 13, we are going to solve for z. So we want to get z all alone. So again, we don't have any of the parentheses, like terms, and we only have the variable on one side. So we just need to, get this all alone. So we have to subtract the 1 like this. So that's going to give me 4z is equal to 40. Okay, now I'm ready to divide. So I'll divide by 4. So z equals 10. Okay? All right. Now on number 4, this one adds a little wrinkle to it because we do have that fraction that's sitting out in front. But it begins the same way, right? There's no parentheses, no like terms. The variables are all together. So we still need to move. So this is our constant, our variable term that we got to get alone. So we have to subtract this 7. All right, so we got to subtract that 7 from both sides. So over here, that cancels out. I'm left with the 3/4 a. Bring down your equals. And so subtracting right there, I get 72. 72. Now, whenever we have this situation, a full fraction out front, this is when we want to multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal on both sides because that way it cancels out and I'm left with a. And so then bring down your equals. So then I'm going to go 72 times, then use a fraction button, 4 over 3. And then that's going to be 96. Okay? So please practice that so you'll know how to be familiar with that. So why don't you do number 15 and then pause the video, do number 15, and then come back and see how you did on that. So on number 15, it's the same thing that we just did. No parentheses, like terms, and all the variables are already over here. So we need to do the constant. So this is the variable term right here. So we need to move this 15 to the other side. All right, so over here, cancel out. 6 over 7z. And that's going to equal 93 minus 15 is 78. All right, so what do we do here? Same thing we did right there. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Multiply by the reciprocal. So over here, that cancels out, so I'm left with just z. Then I need to do 78 times 7 over 6. 78 times 7 over 6, just like that. And that's going to give me 91, just like that. Okay? So if you're not sure how to use your calculator, make sure you ask. Okay? So we can talk about that. All right, so let's go to number 16. With this one, we do have parentheses to deal with, right? So we have to distribute. 4 times y is 4y. 4 times 7 is 28. Bring down your equals, bring down your 36. There are no like terms to combine. There are, all the variable terms are already together. All right, so we're back to the step C. We need to get this all alone. So we need to subtract the 28 from both sides. Over here it cancels, so now the 4y is alone. Bring down your equals, and then 36 minus 28 is 8. Now, we're ready to divide. Divide right there. So y equals 2. Okay. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, so then if we look at number 17, again, we do have parentheses this time. So we have to distribute. So 3 times negative x is negative 3x. And 3 times 3 is 9. So the rest of this we just need to bring down because we need everything to stay straight, across, okay? Now this time we do have like terms that need to be combined. So if we're going to break this into the left and right, look over here and we're going to combine the like terms. They're on the same side, so we don't have to change the sign or anything. We just need to combine it together. Negative 3x and negative 2x makes negative 5x. And then the 9 and the 3 together makes 12. Okay? Then you bring down your equals and you bring down your negative 38. So we combine the like terms. Now, all the variables are already together over here. So we need to go to the next step, which is to deal with the constant. So we have this 12. So we need to, because we need to get this all by itself. So we can, remember the last thing is to divide. So we'll subtract 12. So I'm left on the left side here with negative 5x. And that equals, negative 38 minus 12 is negative 50. So then we'll divide by negative 5. So x equals 10. Okay. Number 18, we have to do parentheses first. So we have that right here. 4 times 6x is 24x. 4 times 1 is 4. Bring down your equals. We have another place to distribute right here. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. And negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. Then we have this 6 we just have to bring down next to it. Okay. Now, we're going to break this into the left and right. And we need to check for like terms. Are there any like terms on the left? No. So just bring it down because there are like terms over here on the right. So we're going to bring that down, and negative 16 and positive 6 together make negative 10. So we had to combine the like terms. So now we do have variables on each side this time. So I want you to bring this negative 4x over here, but we have to cross over. So we have to do the opposite operation to be able to bring it over here. Now we add the 4x because then that's going to cancel out from over here. So add here, we get 28x. Bring down your plus 4, bring down your equals, and bring down your negative 10. All right, I'm just going to rewrite this up here. 28x plus 4 equals negative 10. Now, here the x's are all together. We want to get that by itself. So we're going to subtract 4, right, from both sides. So I have 28x equals negative 14. All right, so now we want to divide by 28. All right, so x will equal, so that is negative 14 divided by 28. And so that's going to give you negative 1/2. Okay, negative 1/2 is the answer we're looking for on that one. Okay, so we got this one more problem that we're going to look at. Okay, so this one's easier. That's probably one of the most difficult problems on the test, right there. So then number 19. No, number 19, we're going to, there's no parentheses. There are no like terms on the left or the right, but the variables are not together. There's a variable term here and over there. So we need to bring this over here to combine it together. So to get it to cross over, we have to subtract like this. So we have 3x plus 1 equals, and then that cancels out. Bring down your 16. Now we have this constant, right? Because now we want to get this alone. We want to subtract the 1 like that. So we'll be left with 3x equals 15. So I'm out of room. So I'm going to go 3x equals 15. We'll divide by 3. So x equals 5. Okay, we have a few more problems to work tomorrow before we take the test.